Welcome to Small Town Pulse with Steve and Melissa, where the stories are good, the coffee's strong, and the charm is home brewed.
We bring you the heart of small town living,
One story,
one sip,
and one beat at a time. Welcome to Small Town Pulse with Steve and Melissa. Today we have Jessica Hornbeck from Taylorsville Mercantile, a new shop opening up on Main Street, which was the old Taylorsville Hardware store. Jessica, introduce yourself and tell everybody about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm Jessica Hornbeck. I spent the last 36 years in corporate America working for a large insurance company. Um, and it was time for something new. So a couple of years ago, I went back to school and got my master's in marriage and family therapy. Um, and been working towards that the last couple of years. But the past year, I guess it's been trying to decide kind of what I want to do that I love to do with passion and purpose. Got married to my wonderful husband about a year and a half ago. So I'm originally from Louisville and has spent the last, I think 15 years in Shepherdsville. And when I met my husband, he had a house here. We got married, of course, I moved out here and really wanted to be part of the community. Was formerly a member of Southeast Christian Church in Mount Washington. We have since changed and moved to Taylorsville community, which I love because, again, I'm all about community. I love people. I love small towns. And I guess it's about maybe 9 months ago, I was out. My daughter and I love to do thrifting. So we like to repurpose. We like to mix new with old. And in the process of decorating our home, my husband put this little seed and said, whenever you leave Humana, you might want to think about, doing this part-time. And so I was doing my therapy stuff part-time, and then Humana came up and said, we're going to offer early retirement. And I remember praying the week before Humana even announced the early retirement. I was saying a prayer, and I said, I just need a year. I just need a year of severance and a year to figure out if I'm going to do the therapy full time or what else God wants me to do. And so that Monday went into work and had an email that said, we're off at early retirement. My severance was exactly a year. Insurance and severance. And so it was like, how can I not make a move? And so
that gives you exactly what you asked for. You better listen.
You have to listen.
You have to.
You do. Mm-hmm. And so I was out shopping with my daughter one day, and there's a little place, not even a little place, it's a big place, out at the Buckner exit, and it's called Uptown Country. And it's a big pole barn. She actually built this pole barn for her business, and it's a home decor and furniture.
I just drove by that the other day and did not have time to go in there, but Paige and I wanted to so bad.
I will give her a plug because it's absolutely beautiful, and it inspired me to do what I'm getting ready to do.
Okay.
And when I went in there, it was like you could feel God's presence. It was just everyone in there was smiling. They were happy. It was light, it was cozy, and the prices were reasonable. So that kind of was the second seed that planted was, I think I can do this. I think I want to do this. And my husband was supportive, so we started looking for places here in Taylorsville. And I was talking to Mr. Dave at the Teacup one day, which I love them. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I'll keep an eye out for you, I'll let you know. And then a couple weeks later, he said there might be a space coming open. And so a couple more weeks went by, and then he connected me to the Bennett's, who have the hardware store. We went and looked at it, and they have done a phenomenal job of refinishing it. My goal is to have a place where people can come and repurpose. They can get vintage. There will be some new stuff, but mostly it's going to be consignment. It's a consignment base. So whatever you have, and in the days of Goodwill, the Goodwill stores, mm-hmm. People will take their stuff there and donate it, but sometimes the prices there are almost more than what you can get them at the store.
It definitely doesn't feel like you're getting a good deal all the time.
That's right. That's right. And so I wanted to do something where people could really make their homes home. You know, a house is just a house until you make it your
You
home.
put your own touch into it.
That's
yeah.
right. And so, wanted to be able to put some things together and offer some things to people where, hey, if they're getting rid of stuff, they can make some money. So it is consignment based. It's a 60-40 split, and we keep it for 30 to 60 days. And if it sells, then of course, you know, you come and you collect your money or whatever it is. And then it'll get discounted. And then after that, it either gets donated, which would probably be somewhere local, that a place where people might need furniture. There is a place on Dixie Highway actually that they've redone a motel for single moms.
Okay.
And so I would take a lot of stuff there for their apartments. But that's kind of the store vibe and kind of what I was wanting to do. There is going to be a section of prayer, so people can leave like a prayer wall where they can write their prayers, and we will pray over them. And there will be some Christian-based merchandise. Specific, I've designed some t-shirts, and because I'm in mental health field as well, just really helping people understand the connection between faith in God and your own mental health, because there is a connection there. And things you can get gifts. There's going to be a gift wrapping station where somebody can come in and just grab a quick gift. They can make their own candle. And we'll gift wrap it. So fellas, if you need a gift, come in and check us out. We will help you find the perfect gift for your significant other. But that's really been the journey. It's a little scary because I've never ran a business before. But
you can handle corporate America, you can handle a small business.
That's right. That's right. My favorite thing about it though is getting to meet people in our community and getting to create relationships. And just see people come in and leave happy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're in such a historic building on Main Street too, and just, you know, the history of that building, and I mean, it's in, gosh, almost every historic photo I think we had shared on Taylorsville Main Street's Facebook page is some version of what was there in that building or in that corner. So, what a great space you have. And I've seen the mock-up of the business. So it's not going to be like a traditional consignment booth, I'm assuming.
Correct.
So you're going to kind of curate this stuff and make it pretty inside, right?
That's correct.
That way, it's kind of almost like a decorator for you, kind of.
That's
like
right.
You go in and you've already got it all put together for us,
That's
pretty,
right.
and we just buy the whole deal.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Or one piece.
That's right. And so there'll be different sections. But I did want to curate the space, and whether it's dishes or kitchenware, not appliances, but how to decorate your table, in a way that feels good to you. And really just putting pieces together so people can have ideas and make it their own. And then we will have some boutique items. So I do have some, like I said, the specialty shirts for mental health and faith-based clothing. I have a small section, and so typically you see consignment stores are mostly clothes. I'm not taking a whole lot of clothes. My daughter has a clothes problem, and so there is a section in the corner that's going to be KK's corner, and it will be free people, like Levi, up to date, really nice jeans and sweaters and shirts. But that's
a little bit
higher in consignment. Other than that, there won't be a whole lot of clothes. It's mostly home decor and furniture. And people can bring furniture, and if it's a small piece, we could talk about refinishing it. That's an option too. I have been contacted by a couple of people in Taylorsville that's what they do, and so there may be some kind of partnership there. But I also want to showcase small business local products. So there's a lady in Shepherdsville that has local honey and lotions and just different little things that she creates out of the honey. I am a really big supporter of non-toxic organic type products that doesn't have all the stuff in it. And so it's not out of the question for a local vendor to have space, but it'll be specifically curated and maintained. What I didn't want was just a bunch of stuff thrown together. I kind of wanted it to be a really unique place for people to come in and get the things that they like.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think that helps so much because, you know, everybody wants their home to look put together, but not everybody knows how to do that.
Right.
And so when you kind of can give them the whole little setup here, it makes it very easy for a non-decorator to decorate.
And my main point was affordability, because you can go into some boutiques and stores and the prices are just, it's like, gosh, you can afford that, you know? And so the possibilities that are open to people, that they'll be able to see the possibilities at an affordable price. And that's the key, you know? It doesn't have to be expensive to look good. It doesn't have to be brand new, you know, to fit. I mean, probably 50% of my house is stuff that I have picked up at a thrift store, or I picked it up off of Marketplace, or I've taken something somebody's given me and I've just refinished it. My daughter's the same way. She lives in Cincinnati, and her whole house has been, you know, she's 26 years old and a nurse, and you know, kind of doing it on her own. So that was something that was also pretty important to me, was to keep the prices affordable. It's really not, I mean, yeah, we go into business to make money, but at the same time, there's got to be a balance there. And my feeling is God's going to bless no matter what you do, if you do it for the right intentions.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm excited. We're hoping to have grand opening. It'll be kind of a soft launch, but March 14th. So just in a couple of weeks, and there will be pop-up vendors there that day. So I've got a couple of people that will come in and set up some tables. I've got some permanent jewelry. I've got one person that has the nails, or the press-ons.
Oh, they're already pre-decorated.
Yeah. And then there's been a couple of other people who have reached out for that day, because the store won't be full yet. It's a matter of what we get in. There is a process, so I'll talk about the process a little bit. You can email me, taylorsvillemercantile.com, and I will send you the agreement and the list. They have to send me what they plan on bringing in. So whatever you want to bring, you list it on the sheet. And then if it's a big piece of furniture or medium to large piece of furniture, pictures, because I would hate for people to bring stuff and then me not be able to take it because the condition isn't what, you know, we would want the condition to be in. Now there's things that are very old. If people have old hutches or old farmhouse dining, what do they call those?
Secretary does.
Yeah, things like that. Yeah. And so if they give pictures, and then I can send an email back and say, yeah, this is approved. Here's your appointment time to bring in your stuff. I can have it in the inventory already listed. I would prefer people to price it, because I want people to get what they want, right? And if you need help, if they need help pricing, or if it's too high, I may make a recommendation. But everything's going to be in a POS system, and they'll have their own setup, their own number. And then once it's approved, like I said, I'll email back, they'll sign the agreement, and then we'll do the appointment and bring their stuff in and get it in the store.
Love it. It sounds like you've got a great plan laid out.
So, yeah, it's been months, months in the making.
Oh, trust me.
All the permits and all the stuff, yeah. But yeah, I would love, March 14th, hoping to have a ribbon cutting with the chamber. I've got to work that out. But that's the day we're striving for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exciting. That'll be here before you know it.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a couple of
time's
weeks.
just flying by, right? Less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's almost,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's great. I mean, I heard your game plan when I was at the scooter that one day and you came in, and it sounded really good. And I think the community needs something like that also. Yeah, especially when it comes down to home decor. I know I'm not a home decorator at all.
I live for it. I love
Yes,
it.
yes.
I'll just be in there walking around just to look, even if
My-
I don't need any.
My wife's more into it than I am, but like she's repurposed furniture and stuff like that. So have some stuff like that in the house. But and so you said it's going to be consignment based mostly. Is there What about online? Are you going to have pictures and stuff online also?
I will.
So
There
this
is
way
I have a Facebook page,
Okay.
Taylorsville Mercantile, and so I'll be posting some things on there. There will, like I said, there will be some new products. There's I do have some boutique new clothing, not a lot, but a small section. And then I have all of the Christian-based things that are new. Really nice canvas journals, some men's devotionals, some women's devotionals. Later, the plan is to hopefully have some self-help and mental health Christian-based books that people can just come in and get one if they want it. That section part would be if somebody donates a book, it's free, because you want to have resources for people, and that's just a part of giving back to the community. The one thing I did want to say was the community has been very supportive. So the Red Scooter, Teacup, I mean, everybody's just been so open and friendly and excited about, supporting one another.
Yeah, that's one thing about this community. They're here to support you. They will show up.
Especially the business community for each other.
Yeah, and I know you mentioned you wanted to do a ribbon cutting with the chamber sometime. That'd be cool. Get involved with them. Main Street, they do a great job also. Melissa's the social marketer of Main Street also. She does a lot of that stuff. But yeah, it's something cool that's coming, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really
I mean, we're so excited to see that building get fixed up.
Yes.
Because it's needed it for a while. I mean, it's been empty for, gosh, Taylorsville Hardware closed.
Almost 2 years now.
Is that it?
They closed. It's about at least almost 2 years.
I think it's been longer than that.
I don't know. I guess you'll have to research that.
Now I'm gonna have to research it because now I'm gonna know the answer. But
Well, yeah, because
I'm gonna say we're probably pushing 5 years. It wasn't open when you were open.
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
Yeah, because we looked at that space, remember, and that was
Right,
after
but
they
weren't
started.
there.
After they started doing the work, we looked at that space. That's why I say it's about 2 years. 'Cause
Okay.
Yeah, it's beautiful inside. They've refinished it all. It's very, very nice.
And that's the thing, when we looked at it, you could feel the history of the
Oh, yeah.
building. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
So.
That's what Dave for the Teacup was telling me. He said, "You're not gonna believe it when you see these floors." He's like, "You're not gonna believe it's the same floors." I'm like, I liked the floor. I never thought the floors were that bad. I mean, they needed refinished.
Yes.
But I was like, other people were coming in and saying, "Oh, we gotta take these." I'm like,
No,
"Don't you dare!"
Yeah, we loved the history and the just what it looked like as it was, but with the paint and the bathrooms being remodeled, and they added a railing in the back, and there was a big yellow exit door, and I'm like, can we paint that? They've been wonderful to work with and getting things ready.
And that's important too, when the landlord's willing to work with you on getting the stuff done.
Right.
Because it's hard enough starting your own business and opening up from scratch, and then all of a sudden they give you a hard time. It's like, but yeah.
The outside will get painted too in the spring when it warms up. It's going to be a cream color.
Okay.
I think it's red now. But the side has been painted, but they're going to paint the front the same.
Okay.
So,
which is the color it used to be back in the day.
Right.
Yeah. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can, we'll have little monthly things. The upstairs space I'm not renting yet. But that could be in the cards in the future as an event space. I may host some Weight Loss 101 the right way, because I work with another lady, Cindy, and she has, gosh, she's out in Cedar Grove. She has a business, a workout facility, but she's very much natural, holistic, and she wants to partner and maybe do a free 6-week weight loss one-on-one without GLPs. I had a really bad experience with GLPs about 2 years ago, and so I've been kind of changing. That's why I'm passionate about the natural and non-toxic organic stuff. But we will host something like that, maybe host some door hanger painting, like once a month. I'd like to have something to get people in to just have a good time.
Yeah.
So that'll be in the future.
Exciting.
Yeah.
So March 14th, tentative
Yes.
grand opening.
Yes.
They can follow you on Facebook, Taylorsville Mercantile,
Yes.
to stay up to date.
That's right.
And then parking. So I know a lot of people who aren't as super familiar with Main Street and stuff are going to wonder, where in the world do they park? So there's that parking lot behind the chamber. That would be a good place for them to park.
Yes.
Of course, anywhere around the chamber and the teacup.
That's right. And then some people park across the street. That building is up for sale, where the sports place is. Some people park there short term, right? There's parking out front.
Street parking.
Street parking. And so, but yes, in the back is primarily where I would recommend people.
Yeah. And what a fun day. I mean, I think a Saturday afternoon stroll, you can hit the teacup for coffee and breakfast, hit your store, the scooter, Taylorsville Treasures.
Yes.
It can be a whole
Go get a
morning,
haircut
afternoon.
go get a haircut at one of the salons
Yes.
and at the barber shop over there.
Yeah.
Well, and they could go over next. I don't know if Posh does massages, but I know the other place next to Taylorsville Treasures.
They do.
They also do some massages there too.
And then Huckleberry, almost forgot.
Huckleberry,
Huckleberry,
yes, it's right
Yeah.
next door.
Right.
Needless to say, I've bought
Just a few things, right?
just a few things from there.
I got a reward calling my name, matter of fact, that I need to
That's
get over there.
Yeah, so we're really, really excited.
Well, we're excited to have you.
Yeah, so thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us. It gets scary seeing me sometimes talking to people on the street saying, "Hey, I got a podcast. You want to come on?" Is that like, "Hey, do you have some candy?"
Well, and you know, a future podcast we
Let's
could
talk about it in my van.
That's right. Yeah, we could do a mental health podcast in the future.
Sure.
You think that it would fit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, we've been working on some different angles also, like going to the location sometimes,
Yes.
so we can try and do something like that and, figure things out as we go.
Yeah,
It's
we're
just-
always looking for guest ideas and just ways to keep the community informed about all the great things that are here. I know sometimes in a small town it feels like we have nothing here. We really have a lot.
It's a hidden gem.
It's a hidden gem.
It really is, and then people, until you live it, you don't realize how special it is.
Yeah.
And they're like, it needs to grow, it needs to grow. Well, small incremental growth is good, but too much growth cannot. It's
Well, that's what I say all the time. It needs to grow right.
yes.
You don't want to just
That's
shove
right.
things down people's throats.
That's right.
Like I said, I'm originally from New York, so I lived the city life.
Right.
And I got away from it.
Right.
When I moved here, I moved to Louisville. I couldn't stand that either.
Right.
So I came out here, and it's like the best version of city country that I could do.
We're close enough to the city that we can have city when we want it.
Yeah. So.
Well, and when you are, I don't want to say forced, but when you are in a community that is a slower pace, it has you step back and slow yourself down and just realize that, everything doesn't have to be fast, and simple can be so much freedom.
Yeah, I mean.
And another thing that's good for mental health.
That's right. That's right.
That's great. That's great. Well, thank you very much for being here, and
we will be at your grand. Well,
yeah.
I'll speak for me. I'll be at your grand opening. Steve works. It depends on the
It
time.
depends on the day.
Right.
It depends on the times.
Yeah.
I work every other weekend, so
Right.
it's kind of hard. But
Well, the hours are pretty much going to be probably, for now, Wednesday through Saturday, 9:30 to 3:30. And then we'll gauge it and change it and adjust it as we need to, but that's kind of the plan. And so most appointments for people to bring stuff would be on a Monday or a Tuesday when the store is closed, because it just makes it a whole lot easier to get them in and get them set up and all of that. So that's kind of the initial plan.
Like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, your information again, just to let everybody know, your Facebook page, your, and then send us that information so we can
Okay.
plug it on.
Yeah, I'll make sure we get it correct
Yeah,
on the podcast notes, but if you'll give it to us one more time.
Sure. Jessica Hornbeck, and it's Taylorsville Mercantile.com, or Taylorsville Mercantile on Facebook.
Perfect.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That's all for today's episode of Small Town Pulse. Thanks for sharing a little bit of your day with us.
We'll be back soon with more voices, more stories, and more of the heart that makes small towns shine.
Until then, keep listening
Keep smiling.
and always keep your finger on the pulse.